Never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around. Who's there? We're getting close. I'm sure of it. Who's there? Done and done. Where'd you... That'll teach you. Who's there? No, you don't. Show yourself. I knew I heard something. I knew it. No, you don't. You! That'll teach you. Who's there? Roll! Roll! That'll teach you. Who's there? Done. Roll! 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 Done and done. There. I knew I heard something. Who's there? I knew I heard something.
You'll
Leave it to my mother. You knew I
Roll
had something. That'll teach you. Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all this. She... Just spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone. My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes... I had no idea her... She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close to what's here. Keep searching for her notes. She probably had a journal or something. Keep searching for her notes. She probably had a journal or something. I remember she used to keep a small journal. See if you can dig it up. Any luck yet? Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. You did? Let me see them. I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems. The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself. That circle in the center of the room is definitely... If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us a handful of... Oh, damn it. We're also going to need a... Anyway, enough of that. Let's get... Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them. Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready. Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to... I'll be here. Don't take too long now. Okay, here goes. Do you need something? The soul... It's ruled by unseen... Honestly, I don't know. Necromancers are always interested in souls, though, so that probably has some kind of interest. By the blood of my ancestors. She actually did it. Created a portal with a soul cairn. Incredible. Are you alright? That looked painful. Now that I think about it, it's hard to describe. There might be. Vampires aren't counted among the living. Not your first choice, I'd guess? Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it... My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. It might be enough to satisfy them. It would travel through the soul cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe. I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way. Just know I know that better than anybody. Have you made up your mind? Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the soul cairn. I know this is difficult for you. I hope I'd never do anything that could hurt you. Thank you. Let's not waste any more. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still. Let's go. My mother must be waiting on the other side of that thing. Anything good?
Are you alive? I must be imagining this.
Where'd you come from?
Yo! Roll! Tor! Yo! Yo!
Get out while you can.
You can stop running now! You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this. Arvak, please, he's such a loyal creature. Arvak? Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
You'll talk!
Beware the dragon Dunavir, destroyer of souls and harbinger of the fallen.
Well, look what we have here. Someone with flesh on their bone. Let's just say I sold something to a guy who turned out to work for a whole coven of necromancers. How in the name of Zenithar was I to know the ingredient? You got it. Oh, I used to be one of the best. Very funny. And what exactly are you going to pay me with? Take a look around. I'll tell you what. I appreciate what you're trying to do, so I'll play along. The only thing I see around here in abundance are soul husks. You know, those ugly fungus-looking things growing out of the ground. Bring me, say, 25 of them, and you can rummage through what was left on my cart. Odds and ends. Tell me what you're looking for, and maybe we can make a deal. No husks, no sale. Guess you have some scavenging to do.
You'll talk! You'll talk! You'll talk!
Who's there?
You'll talk! You'll talk!
Done and done.
You'll talk! You'll! 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 You'll talk! You'll!
Mother? Mother!
Maker, it can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him. To make everything right.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you.
So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down. I find your choice of words quite interesting, considering that Serana is in far more danger now than she was following. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have... You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself. When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept... If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires. And how exactly do you plan on stopping him? If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans? You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. Whether or... You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Serana? This stranger aligns herself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to her.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known her than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you too. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me. But for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can. Yes. Fortunately, you're in a position... You need, at their bases, destroy the Keepers that are... One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls... The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the Keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're... As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer. Be careful, and keep my daughter safe.
What do you need? I can't do everything for you. I don't think so. Let's kill those keepers. Anything good? Let's kill those keeper things. I'm glad you're here. Anything good? The barrier should be gone now. Anything good?
You managed to destroy all 3 keepers? Very impressive. Yes. Keep watch for Durnevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone.
The Elder Scroll is just a bit further.
I can't believe you found my mother alive. Like, here. Wait. I hear something.
It's Durnevere. He's here. Defend yourselves!
Jur? Zapru! Astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon. Volumes written on Durnevere allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless... the soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnevere's physical form. Minutes, hours, years... I can't even begin to guess. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll, and you can be on your way.
Come on. She's leading us to the scroll. That's it. That's the last scroll. Come on, let's take it to Dexian.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way. If there's anything
glad
I
you're
can
here.
do before you
I don't
depart,
think I could be doing
you
this
must let
alone.
me know.
I can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, you know what I mean. I'm glad you... I can't believe we found my mother alive. If you think it'll help.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way. If there's anything I can do before you depart, you must let me know. So my daughter applied some of the lessons I taught her about necromancy, did she? Don't worry. I think I can help you. Your soul essence was trapped inside a gem. When you and Serana entered the Soul Cairn, it was given to the Ideal Masters as payment. You simply need to retrieve the gem. The moment you touch it, your soul essence will be restored. There's an offering altar not terribly far from here. I'm willing to bet that the gem you're looking for is there. Is there anything else? Could be your last chance. If I return to Tamriel, that increases. I appreciate your concern for me. But Serana is all that I care about. Remember that and promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value I have left.
Jur? Zafu! Fine! Rhyme? See!
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin. Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death. The hostility was necessary. I was bound to an oath. I believe in civility among seasoned warriors, and I find your ear worthy of my words. My claws have rended the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore honor name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue. Your words do me great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quinarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you. For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the Ideal Masters. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there. I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded place. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more. I will place my name with you and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze-Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum. Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great... I don't require an answer, Quinarin. In my language, the Quinarin is the vanquisher. The one... You are the Dovahkiin, the Dragonborn. You may not be one of us in body, but you have earned the right to bear this title. There was a time when I called Tamriel my home. The Dova roamed the sky. I was. But unlike some of my brethren, I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority. I began to explore what the Dova call Elok Gillan. The idea. In return, I was to serve them as a keeper until I discovered too late that the Ideal Masters favor deception over honor, and they had control of my mind. Free? No. The Soul Care. I only hope that you will allow me the precious... moments of time there, through your call.
Fine? See! Woo! Yes? I can't say it's... I just didn't know when. If. I've been assuming that's where all this is going. I've been trying... Come on. We can talk about this another time. It's so bright.
I trust your journey was successful? I'm sorry, my friend. I can no longer be of use in this matter. It's my fault. In my haste to read the first scroll, I neglected the careful preparation required. I thought I'd be able to allay the after effects, but I was wrong. Now I am paying for it. Blind? Yes, I'm afraid so. No, it will have to run its course, and there's always the chance I may never recover. No, there is another way. The question is, how much are you willing to risk to find Ori? I can't guarantee you'd be free from harm. Scattered across town, performing the ritual of the ancestor, it involves carefully. Once enough of the moths are fall. In keeping with every moth priest is taught. From what I saw in the vision, the Elder Scroll which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals is the key to prophecy. Good luck.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Right into my
Not very impressive, is it? If this ends up being a wasted trip, your friend Dexian and I are gonna have some words when we get back. Wow. Look at this place. No one's been here in centuries. I doubt there's any other place like it in Skyrim. It's beautiful. Well, we got the knife. Now all we need to do is track down one of those canticle trees. Hope the moths like that bark as much as Dexian said they would. Look at them. They've definitely taken a liking to you. And unless I'm seeing things, you're starting to glimmer. Looks like we're on the right track. Nervous? Are you okay? Almost thought I lost you there. You went as white as the snow. Are you okay? Almost thought I lost you there. You went as white as the snow. I never trusted those damn scrolls. Who knows what those things could have done to you? Just look at Dexian. What about Ariel's bow? Do you know where we can find it? Then it's almost over. Where is this Darkfall cave? Then let's get going. I want to get there before my father has a chance to track us down. Where'd you come from? Nothing. Oh, what is it? Anything good? It'll be good to get out of the sun for a while. Who's there? Where'd you come from? Done and done. Who's there? Stay on your guard.
Come forward. You have nothing to fear.
What's that? I can feel some kind of power from it.
I am Knight Paladin Gelabor. Welcome to the Great Chantry of Auriel. Auriel, Auriel, Alkosh, Akatosh, so many different names for the sovereign of the Snow Elves. I prefer Snow Elf. The name Falmer usually holds a negative meaning to most travelers. Those twisted creatures you call Falmer, I call the Betrayed. Of course, you're here for Auriel's bow. Why else would you be here? I can help you get it, but first, I must have your assistance. I need you to kill Archcurate Vertha, my brother. The kinship between us is gone. I don't understand what he's become, but he's no longer the brother I once knew. It was the betrayed. They did something to him. I just don't know why Auriel would allow this to happen. They swept into the Chantry without warning, and began killing everyone without pause. The Chantry was a place of peaceful worship. I led a small group of paladins, but we were no match for the betrayed's sheer numbers. They slaughtered everyone, and stormed the inner sanctum where I believe they corrupted Vertha. He's alive. I've seen him, but something's wrong. He never looks as though he's in pain or under duress. He just stands there and watches, as though waiting. Leaving the way shrines unguarded would be violating my sacred duty as a Knight Paladin of Auriel, and an assault on the betrayed guarding the inner sanctum would only end with my death. Yes, let me show you.
This is snow elf magic. Incredible.
This structure is known as a way shrine. They were used for meditation and for transport when the Chantry was a place of enlightenment. Prelates of these shrines were charged with teaching the mantras of Auriel to our initiates.
What's that basin in the center signify?
Once the initiate completed his mantras, he'd dip a ceremonial ewer in the basin at the way shrine's center and proceed to the next way shrine.
So these initiates had to lug around a heavy pitcher of water. Marvelous. How long would they have to do that?
Well, once the initiate's enlightenment was complete, he'd bring the ewer to the Chantry's inner sanctum. Pouring the contents of the ewer into the sacred basin of the sanctum would allow him to enter for an audience with the Archcurate himself.
All that just to end up dumping it out? It makes no sense to me.
It's symbolic. I don't expect you to understand.
So, let's get this straight. We need to do all that nonsense to get into the temples so we can kill your brother and claim Ariel's bow.
I know how it all sounds. But if there was another way, I'd have done it long ago. The only way to get to my brother is by following in the initiate's footsteps and traveling from way shrine to way shrine, just as they did. The first lay at the end of Darkfall Passage, a cavern that represents the absence of enlightenment. There are 5 in total. Caves? But before I send you on your way, they will allow you to draw this. Otherwise, all I can do now is grant you my hopes for a safe journey. Questions? I expect as much. May Auriel light your path.
That wasn't... Where'd you come from?